and manipulated from all our politicians in the world. Please share this information. It's a must. Did you get the documents I sent 3 days ago?
I did actually, and I looked into them, and I'm shocked. I want to talk about it because I wasn't sure what I was reading here. This is unbelievable. If you start from the first page, what I see now, the United Nations organization, but that's the first, you know, uh, it made an impression because it says the United Nation and not the United Nations as we know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, the funny thing is, do they sign as one nation? That's the weird thing. As
Exactly.
Me too.
Yeah, what does it mean?
And they also says treasury certificate, people in the Philippines. So, and as we scroll further down, it says United Nations Organization. Again, not in plural, nations. It's only one nation.
Nation. Yeah.
And then,
International Court of Justice.
Yeah, and then the
International
International
Criminal
Court.
Court. Everything.
The World
All
Bank.
the major organizations. Yeah.
Yeah. There was actually this information I got it from this guy from California. His name is Mike.
Where did he get it?
He told me he got all this information from an organization called Hellenic Assembly, in which from 2013 they exposed these accounts. And the guy that actually exposed these accounts, his name is Artemis Soras, and the Greek government had him in jail for 28 months, and he just came out about 6 months ago. So that's very, very interesting.
Since 2013?
Yeah, 2013, he exposed these accounts. And this organization is trying to expose and tell, I guess, the Greek people that they had money, and not only the Greek people, all over the world.
Yeah,
that's what basically, yeah. I'm going to look into that, but did you see all the banks that are...
That's the thing you can see in this document. Just to say a few words for the people who have no idea, because like I did, I had no idea until 3 days ago. And in here you can see every country, almost every country, I think, on Earth, hundreds of countries, and in their bank accounts, national banks and other private banks, they have huge amounts of money. And I'm talking huge amounts of money, with so many zeros you can't count. It's trillions of dollars.
Yeah.
And it's deposited into every country.
Mm-hmm. And Mike actually told me from where these accounts come from. In 1944, there was the Bretton Woods Conference, in which 44 countries came together. They created the IMF, the World Bank, and all these task force, and
yes.
all these organizations that are supposed to be there.
And work for the benefit of the people. Yeah, and actually, this Bretton Woods Agreement took place in 1944, and I was thinking that in 1944, there was a war, and in Europe, it was really bad for the people. Everyone was in poverty. People were starving. They were dying of famine. And then you have the treasurers traveling from Europe, going to America and signing these things and depositing huge amounts of money in gold. Yeah. And it makes you think, if they had all this wealth, why was Europe dying from poverty? It doesn't make sense. Where did they get all that money?
Yeah. And as you see, the first, it starts alphabetical order. Central Bank of Afghanistan, Albania, Algeria, Angola.
Oh, countries that we think are so poor. I just can't believe it.
Yeah. And all this money came down in 1967. Sometimes I think about, this number, 1967, gives me, other things to think. Also with JFK, there's a lot of conspiracy out there, but if you put things together, it kind of makes sense because why maybe they killed JFK. There's a lot of things to consider in our mind because there's a lot of things going
makes
on
you think.
for years.
Yeah. Because all these things that we knew were happening, that were in the light, weren't making sense. But when you see this, you're thinking there's more to what we can than what is presented to us. There's so
honestly, much. Deborah, you know what gives me the chills? Remember when JFK said we are run by secret societies? This hits it right here.
That's right, exactly.
Because
You
you
can
have
see
all
that
these organizations, you know, so what's the secret? You know, why
what's the secret and why aren't the governments using
why
it?
is look, as you
Yeah,
see Germany, look you see because I'm trying to share a screen. Deutsche Bank, you know, look, it keeps on going with trillions of dollars. You know, Germany,
yeah. And
Germany.
it's not only about the poor countries, it's about every country because every country is in debt right now. Every
Mhm.
country is in debt. How can they be in debt if this money really exists in those accounts?
And right now, which we're going through hard times with the whole pandemic, you know, I'm gonna call
Yeah,
it pandemic. They could call it a pandemic. I'm gonna call it pandemic because to me, something you know where there's something is going on with that too. But you know, something
definitely.
very
And they're not even using this money for that because you have now, all countries are paying benefits to their people to stay indoors and whatever, and they're saying they're in deficit now because of all the money they had to spend. What
yeah.
about this? Yeah, someone's lying to us.
There's a page. I'm gonna find it right now. There's a page that you probably saw it. You know, look at this. Look at this. Central Bank of Switzerland. It has 27 zeros. 20. This is
You
just
said,
one account.
yeah,
27 zeros.
we can't even fathom, we can't even wrap our minds around these numbers.
Yeah.
And it's in gold, as you said, it's in gold. So it never loses its value because someone might say that, it was done in 1944 and 1967 came up to light. But yeah, but this is in gold. It never loses its value.
Of course. Of course. And something else too that we have to tell everybody here. It's all the signatures of the task force, all the agencies, organizations that are involved, politicians. Um, they're all here.
It
If you
has to
scroll
be
down, you can see
official
them.
organization. Yes.
Every official politician.
Yes, and international justice.
Yeah.
So why is this hidden from the people? I mean, I've never heard of it before. Had you?
No. Honestly, you know, I just, I'm telling you, Mike just sent me these documents. I was mind blown. I was bugging out. You know, I called him back again. He told me more details on where these documents came out. And you know, I send you this information as I
Yeah.
sent to other people
And
too.
these are the balances in 2007,
Mm-hmm.
which is 14 years ago. So I imagine these amounts are even greater now. They're even larger now. So
Yeah.
many years later. Yeah.
He basically told me, Mike, that he has some other documents, which it's right now. They just signed. It's infinity.
What?
They have no number. Yeah,
You can't
they have
even
no.
put the numbers down.
No, they
Wow.
can't put the
That's
numbers. Yeah.
amazing. I wonder
So
what the people can do about this. Can't we just, take these documents and go to our local politicians and ask the question, what is this about? Is it possible that they don't know about it? If they're being signed every year, the balances are being signed every year in every country's parliament. So every official should know about it.
this is something where we, the people, have to start coming out and asking our politicians, what's going on? What are these? You know?
Maybe we need to
You know-
share under this video, maybe share the documents and get the people to have a read through them.
Yeah.
And go ask the question because it's about our lives. Everyone's suffering. And then you see all this and it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be like this. If all this money is in there, we need to get some answers.
Of course, yeah. You know what? Another thing that I'm thinking of doing is getting in contact again with Mike, making like a three-way, and also getting involved with down there with the organization. And they probably have more information that they could give us, at least for here in the United States and also Australia. Maybe they have more details. Because, you know, as you live in Australia, you have to let your people know what's going on, you know, to all the Australians.
Exactly.
And me here in the United States, you know, I have to tell everybody. I live down here in Texas right now. You know, I gotta let the people know in Texas, hey guys, look what's going on. And these documents right here, it's true.
We have been played and manipulated from all our politicians in the world. Please share this information. It's a must.
If you get